Hey guys, welcome back to Welding Room here. Today I have the Night King Auto 4-gang switch panel. We're going to be putting it on the Kia. It's episode 1 of the new build here. So in the box you get tons of different stickers. You get everything from strobe lights to chase lights. And if you want to hook up a winch, you get a bunch of stuff like that. Here is your remote. You can either plug it in directly on a USB-C, or you can put batteries on the inside and then it's completely wireless. Here is your inline wire holder and fuse line holder, whatever you want to call it, the actual controller box. Open this up here. You guys can see, got your inline fuses here, everything's waterproof. Right there you can hook up all your wires and stuff, and this is for your remote. You get one mounting bracket that you can put wherever you want. And then it comes with the ground cable and the power cable. And then also off of Temu, I got myself 2 lights that I will be mounting to the hood of the car. They are flood LEDs plus spotlights. I got 2 of those. They were $26 on Temu. I think pretty decent. And then also I got these mounting brackets. Something really cool about these, they are universal and they clamp down directly onto the hood, and you can mount the lights wherever you would want. And the reason why I went with the 4-gang wireless switch panel is because otherwise I would have to mount the lights up here, run wires all the way through the firewall inside to the cab, and do a lot more wiring, and it just makes everything such a hassle and it takes so much longer. Because as you can see, it would probably be very difficult. I can't even get you guys to see that. But you'd have to go way under there to the firewall to be able to actually bring wires in there. And then you'd have to drill a bunch of holes on the inside. You'd have to bring it all the way down here underneath the steering wheel, then to wire it somewhere here onto a switch or put a switch somewhere else. And that's every time you want to do something. And if we go grab this, I'll show you guys real quick. We can mount that straight there. It's nice and small. You can mount that there. You put your positive wire and your ground wire right there. You wire everything directly up to here, and that's it. That's only wiring you have to do. You don't have to sit there and keep wiring things directly through the firewall. So that's why I went with this. Yes, it's a little more pricey, but I figured it saves me days of wiring and a bunch of hassle to do it, so I see it as completely worth it. So that's why I went with that. Now, because I am going to be planning on doing a roof rack here eventually with a light bar up top, but that'll come in the future. But yeah, that's why I decided to go with that, because it just saves wiring. So I'm just going to assemble this light bar stuff, and then I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. Alright, so here we have the little hood brackets. I'm going to try to prop you guys up so you guys can actually see. It's going to be a little hard to actually get a shot of me doing this here, so I'll do my best. But yeah, basically this hooks right here, and then you can put your light on it. So I should have Allen wrenches that came with it, and this also came off of Amazon. I think this was only 20 bucks for the both of them. So it's a pretty budget build, I'd say, and I think it's pretty decent quality, so I'd say it's worth it so far. But I guess we'll have to try it out and see. then you just go to the back side here and then you tighten it up. And I believe that's everything. And that's as simple as it is. All right, so that one's on there. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. And you can also spin this, and if you loosen these, you can also basically adjust it wherever you'd like it to go. So yeah, I guess we'll test it to see if the door or the hood can close with that on there, and if it does, I think that's the spot that it's going to go at. So all right, so we'll see if the hood can close and if that actually doesn't get in the way of anything. Let's see here. No, that's perfect. That fits nice. I like that. Yeah, that's perfect. It's going to be a little bit of a bad angle here, but you guys can see right there, that's where it screws onto right there. It screws on 3 screws and then it holds itself on there and it won't go anywhere. I think that's perfect. But here's a little bit of a closer look here. You can see the 3 screws here. That's what clamps it onto your hood. And there's a little bit of a rubber grommet so you don't scratch the paint on the top of the hood. But this is an off-road vehicle, so it doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, we'll put this side on, we'll put on the lights, and then we'll have to wire everything up. And we'll see how it goes. And in the box, you get your different Allen wrenches and stuff like that to put these on. Now the camera shots and stuff like that probably aren't going to be the greatest because it's kind of difficult to get nice shots of what it is I'm trying to do. But figure it out. We'll see what I keep in with the editing and all that. Yeah, and then you just find where you want to put it and then you screw that down and then it holds it in place. And so far with the little lights that I'm going to be putting on here, I don't think it'll actually go anywhere. Now you guys can't see, you're probably just looking at the back of my head, but I'll show you guys in a little bit. It'll get better. There, now you guys can see a little bit better. You have this here and that's where your light's going to go onto. And it's completely secure on that hood. That's not going anywhere. And then you put your light on there and then you adjust it to wherever you want, and then that's how it's going to sit. This also slides as well on these lights so that you can adjust it as far out as you want. Oh, there goes the nut. Yeah, pretty much like that, and then that's how it'll sit. Yeah, and then just like that, you can either adjust it this way, or you can adjust it as far as that way. There's a little screw here that allows you to spin it so that you can tighten everything down, and then it won't move from there. So I think what we're gonna do is tighten up that nut so that that can't move, and then we'll tighten everything else up after. So as you can see, it lets you swivel, and so the bolt goes through here, which allows you to mount your light. So we'll do that here real quick. Once you flip it up and you put your nut there on the other side. Oh, my wrench is flying away. Got it. So now we're going to be putting this light on here, and as you can see, you can adjust it wherever you want, so whatever kind of light you have, it'll pretty much fit. Just put that bolt through here. We're going to adjust it in a bit. Put the nut on the back. You grab a 14 millimeter, you just kind of tighten it up. How does that look? Does that look level? It's kind of roughly eyeball it, make sure that it's level or however you want it to sit. It is a pain to get a wrench in there, but it works. Kind of just like that. That's how I want it. Now, if you guys stick around to the end of the video, I will be trying these out at night just to kind of show you guys how much of a difference it makes. And yeah, this is episode 1 of the Kia build. And if there's any company that wants me to review a roof rack for them, send it my way. I'll be happy to review it. If you guys let me know if you like actually watching me put the stuff together, or you just kind of want that to be cut, or if you guys want that to stay in there, I can do whatever you guys want. If you guys want me to show you putting everything together, bolting everything on, or if that's too annoying and takes too long or whatever, just let me guys know down in the comments. Now, keep in mind, it can be a little bit annoying because the screws are a little bit in a tight spot, but I mean, you do it once, you won't have to do it again, right? So, adjust it down a little bit. I think that looks good. Now, a lot of the tedious, time-consuming stuff I will skip. I'm not going to make you guys watch me sit here and struggle with these nuts and bolts just trying to get everything set up. But now I'm hoping when I actually lift the hood that the lights aren't going to hit the windshield. But only one way to find out, right? Put that on the ground here for right now. All right, moment of truth. Beautiful, it clears. No problems at all. You can see right here that it doesn't even get close to the windshield on both sides. So you can definitely use this, and it's not going to block anything. Now, if you wanted to, you could even go as far as put them here on the sides as well. It also works on the sides of this, on the side of the hood. Probably even do it on the front here as well, depending on how many lights you want to put or where you want to put them. So now we're going to be wiring up the wires in the box. All right, so my plan on mounting this is to use double-sided tape on the back of this so that you can just mount it here on the fuse box. So you just got to clean it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just clean it up, make sure there's no dust so that this tape can actually stick nice. And grab yourself your double-sided sticky tape. Just put a strip there. Now I'm going to be doing 3 strips of double-sided sticky tape because I feel like that'll make it hold the best. Alright, we'll keep that just like that for now. Here you go, you got your power cable and your ground cable. And for those who are wondering, with this exact one, you get 2 20-amp fuses and 2 10-amp fuses. So whatever grabs more power. I will be hooking up these lights to both one 10-amp one. That's how I'm going to be doing this. And if it keeps popping the fuse, or if it pops the fuse, I'll move it to a 20-amp. Now I'm going to be wiring everything up. And another nice thing, I think this is a very DIY friendly unit to work with, because you can see the negative cables right there, which would be your black cable, and your positive cable, it even shows that it's red, which would be your positive, right? That goes to the positive of the battery. And you have positive and negative for each 4 of your units that you just put the wires in there and you close it down. It's very simple to wire. It's not difficult. It's not hard. I believe anyone would be able to do this fairly simply. And that's the thing. I'm trying to show you guys how to do it and how I do it. So if you guys want, you guys can come back to this video to see how I install it. And yeah, I think it's a pretty nice DIY friendly thing to set up. It's a lot easier than having to wire things through the firewall and stuff like that, because anyone who's ever had to do it, they know that it's worth spending, I think this was 97 bucks. I think that's worth spending 97 bucks to be able to wire something this quickly and this easily. But yeah, I bought this off of Amazon. I haven't seen any reviews on people actually like wiring any of this up, so I figured why not do it, show you guys how to do it, and make a video out of it. Now, if this works as flawlessly as it should, then honestly, I think this is a great thing to have. Especially if you can have, like, if you have a van, anything you want to wire, tractor, something on the farm, I feel like this is perfect. Like, you can use just about anything you want. They have a bunch of stickers, so you can wire it up to anything. Like, even if you had a winch on your Jeep and you didn't want to, and it wasn't a winch that was like it was a winch that had a wired remote, and you didn't want to wire it into your Jeep, you could literally wire it up to this thing and use this as a winch remote. I think you can use it for whatever you'd like. I think it's perfect. It even has a sticker for e-lockers, so for those Jeep guys out there, you can hook this up to anything you want. Alright, we currently have power to it, so alright, so where we're at the moment, we have the lights on with our hood clamps. We have both of them hooked up. We're going to be running the wire directly through here and down here somewhere so that it can go down to this box. And how we have this box wired up, positive cable, ground cable right there, and then we're going to be making the wires a little bit better looking, but it goes directly to this box. And those wires there and there, we're going to be wiring them together into one of the outlets here. And yeah, that's how we're going to be wiring this together. So far, it hasn't been taking me long. I think I've done this in about 15 minutes or so. Now I have it wired up, and you can see I have 3 strips of double-sided sticky tape, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sticking it directly onto this fuse box here. So let's do that right now. I have it wired up. I'll show you guys how it's wired up and everything in a minute. The wiring, we're not going to worry about that all right now. Just kind of make it look at least halfway presentable. Kind of right in the middle, I think that'll do. You can see that's not going anywhere, and it has 2 screw holes right here, and if this doesn't hold it, I'm just going to screw directly to the side of the car here and just mount it that way. But yeah, now let's wire it all up. We have red wire for the positive, obviously, and then we have a negative to keep everything nice and neat. We have wire crimps and stuff, so. So I wired it up here from this side. It doesn't look that great. I don't have any zip ties at the moment. But as you can see, my plan is to zip tie it around here, bring it all the way here, zip tie it here, bring it all the way to that box. So what I've done here is I've connected both into one set. Now there's this blue wire, which I've added an inline fuse to, and that fuse just goes to the wiper motor fuse there, so that when I turn the key on, then this will come on. It's the accessory power wire. So do that. You can close it up, make it look all nice. Now it's not going to be perfect. This is the controller. I have the light cube sticker on it. Now if you go turn the key on, it's going to turn on the box. You press and hold these buttons in on the remote, just like that. You press that button and then it turns on the lights. And you can be extremely far away with it. We'll try it. I'm going to walk all the way down there and I'm going to see if I can be pretty far away and turn the lights on. So you can see how far away I am. I'm way over here. And then you can see it turns on. So you can be very far away from camp or wherever you want. See, you can turn it on and off. See, and you can be very far away. I don't know how far I am, but I'm pretty far away, so I don't think distance is a problem. Yeah, so I think it's actually pretty good. So this is what it'll look like. Turn them on and off. And as soon as you turn the key off, it turns off with the car. Turn it back on, bam. All right, so we've put it over here right where the sunglasses part is. So we right here, turn it on. You got the buttons. Got 3 extra that I'm not using yet, but yeah, there's the light cube. Yep. That's how it looks from on the inside. I think it looks pretty neat.